Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shivam Batra and today we will do chapter number 7, Coordinate Geometry of class 10th Maths. So in this chapter we will talk about coordinates. So let us discuss some theoretical part which we have studied in previous classes. So let's take a quick review. So this is a graph and this is called Cartesian plane. Clear? This is called x-axis, the horizontal axis, and this is y-axis, that is the vertical axis. This is the positive side of x-axis, this is negative side. This is positive side of y-axis and this is negative side of y-axis. The point of intersection here, this is called origin. The point where x-axis and y-axis intersect is called origin. Now we can see that there are 4 parts in this plane. This is called first quadrant, this is called second quadrant, this is third, and this is fourth. The numbering is done in the anti-clockwise direction. This direction, anti-clockwise. Clear? Here we know that both x and y are positive. Here x is negative, y is positive. Here x negative and y negative. And in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. Clear? Any point here represents 2 coordinates. For example, this is x1 comma y1. Here x1 is called x coordinate, or it is called abscissa, and y1 is y coordinate and it is called ordinate. So the point of x-axis is called abscissa, point on y-axis is called ordinate. Together they are called coordinates here. So here this representation x1 comma y1 or just x comma y, this is an ordered pair. This is called ordered pair. Why ordered pair? Because the order is fixed here. First we will write the x coordinate and then the y coordinate. And since there are 2 points together, so it is called ordered pair. Clear everyone? So this was all about the graph. Here the coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Clear everyone? The point on x-axis has y coordinate 0. And point on y axis has x coordinate 0. Clear? So this was all what we have discussed in previous classes. Now we have to do the distance formula. If 2 points are given on the graph, on the plane, then how to find the distance between them? So let us say this is point A, which has coordinates x1 comma y1, and this is point B, it has coordinates x2 comma y2. So this is point A, this is B, this is C, this is P, and this is Q. This point is O origin. So now we have to find the distance between these 2 points A and B. Clear? So here we can see that this is a right angle triangle in triangle ABC. Clear? What will be the value of AC? O to Q is x2 and this OP is x1. So this part PQ will be x2 minus x1, and here it forms a rectangle. So the value of AC will be x2 minus x1. This will be x2 minus x1. Again we can see that the value of BC, this BQ is equal to y2, this QC is equal to y1. So this part BC will be equal to y2 minus y1. Clear everyone? Now we know the lengths of AB and BC. Now we have to find the value of AB here. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC. So this will be equal to AB square equal to BC square plus AC square. H square equal to B square plus P square. This is AB square is equal to, what is value of BC here? Y2 minus Y1 square. And what is value of AC? AC is X2 minus X1 square. Now we know the value of AB square, we can find the value of AB. So AB will be equal to, I am changing the order here, X2 minus X1 square plus Y2 minus Y1 square. So this is the distance between A and B, and this formula is called distance formula. So if 2 points are given on a Cartesian plane, we can find distance between these 2 points by using the formula. This can also be written in this form: x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Since it is square here, so negative sign will convert into positive. So it doesn't matter whether you are doing x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2, the answer will be same. So this was the distance formula. We use this formula to find the distance between any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Let's see question number 1, first part. 2 points are given here, we have to find distance between them. So let us say this is point A and this is point B. So we have to find distance between AB. So using distance formula, distance is equal to root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So what is x2 here? x2 is 4, x1 is 2. So this will be 4 minus 2 square plus y2 is 1 and y1 is 3. So now opening the square, this is 2 square 4. This is minus 2 square again 4. So this will be equal to root 8, that is 2 root 2 units. So this is the distance A. Clear? So this was the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points. Now see the second part. Second part is minus 5, 7 minus 1, 3. So let us say this is point C, this is point D. So using distance formula again, using distance formula, CD will be equal to root minus 1 y2 x2 minus x1, that is plus 5 plus 3 minus 7 square, that is y2 minus y1 square. This will be equal to, this is 4 square 16. This is again minus 4 square is 16. So this is root 32. This is equal to 4 root 2 units. So this is our CD. Clear everyone? Next, third part. Points are, suppose this is A, comma B and Q minus A, comma minus B. So again using distance formula, PQ will be equal to minus A square, that is x2 minus x1 square, plus minus B square, that is y2 minus y1. So this will be minus A is minus 2A. The square will be 4A square and this is 4B square. So taking 4 common here, 4A square plus B square, and square root of 4 is 2. So this will be 2 root A square plus B square units. This is P. So this was question number 1, to find the distance between any 2 points using distance formula. So So now in question number 2, 2 points are given A and B, and we have to find distance between them. So we will again use distance formula. So AB will be equal to root 36 minus 0 square plus 15 minus 0 square. This will be equal to 1296 plus 225. This will be equal to 1521, and square root of 1521 is 39. So AB is equal to 39 units. So this was question number 2. Clear everyone? So now in question number 3. In question number 3, 3 points are given. Point A 1,5, B 2,3, and C minus 2, minus 11. We have to prove that these points are collinear. And now what are collinear points? Collinear points which lie on a same line. For example, this is A, this is B, this is C. So if points lie on the same line, then we say that points are collinear. And if any of these points is not on the line, for example, this A is not here on the line, A is here. So now we will say that these points are not collinear. So collinear means if we put 3 points, then we can draw a line passing through all these 3 points. Clear everyone? So this is the meaning of collinear. So now we have to prove that these points are collinear here. Now how to check that points are collinear? So points are collinear if the sum of 2 distances between these 2 points is equal to the third distance here. So we will find AB, BC and AC. So if sum of any 2 distances is equal to the third one, then the points will be collinear here. Clear? So now we will find the distances here. So find the distance AB, BC and CA. So find AB first. AB will be root 2 minus 1 square plus 3 minus 5 square. So this is 1 plus 4, that is root 5. Clear? Now we will find BC. BC will be equal to root minus 2 square minus 11 minus 3 square. This will be equal to, this is minus 4 square 16, minus 14 square is 196. This is equal to root 212. And last, calculate value of AC. Minus 2 minus 1 square minus 11 minus 5 square. So this is equal to, this is minus 3 square is 9. This is minus 16 square is 56. So this is equal to root 265. So now we can see that AB plus BC is not equal to AC. That is, we can't say root 5 plus root 212 is not equal to root 265. Sum of 2 distances is not equal to the third one. So these points, therefore the points A, B and C are not collinear. Clear everyone? Because these points are non-collinear points, that's why sum of 2 distances is not equal to the third one. So this was question number 3. So in question number 4, these 3 points are given which are the vertices of a triangle. So suppose this is the triangle here, ABC. A is 5, minus 2, B is 6, 4 and C is 7, minus 2. We have to check whether the triangle is isosceles or not. Isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides. So we will find all the 3 sides. If 2 of these 3 sides are equal, then we will say that the triangle is isosceles. First of all, calculate AB here. AB will be equal to 6 minus 5 square plus 4 plus 2 square. This is 1 square plus 6 square is 36. This is equal to root 37. Clear? Similarly, calculate BC. This is equal to 7 minus 6 square minus 2 minus 4 square. This is again 7 minus 6, 1 square is 1, minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6, minus 6 square is 36. This is again root 37. Now again calculate value of AC. AC is 7 minus 5 square minus 2 plus 2 square. This will be 7 minus 5 square is 4, minus 2 plus 2 0, 0 square is 0. This is root 4 is 2. So now we can see that AB is equal to BC. Here AB is equal to BC, not equal to AC. So two sides are equal in this triangle, third side is unequal. So we can say that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. And in case if all the three sides are equal, then we could say that the triangle is an equilateral triangle. But here two sides are equal, so triangle is isosceles. So this was question number 4. In question number 5, a graph is given. You can see in the book. Here the graph is given. So the point 4 students are there in the classroom, A, B, C and D. So I have written the coordinates of points A, B, C, D, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 4 and 6, 1. Now Champa and Chameli walk into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagrees. She says that all the 3 points here on the graph ABCD, this forms a square. Clear? Now we can verify whether these points form the square or not. To check square, we have to find a square is a figure which has all 4 equal sides and the diagonals are also equal. So we have to verify that AB, BC, CD and AD are equal or not, and also we have to check whether the diagonals are equal or not, AC and BD. So we have to find the value of 6 distances here. After that we can tell whether these 4 points form a square or not. So first of all we will calculate AB. This is 6 minus 3 square plus 7 minus 4 square. 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 square is 9, 7 minus 4, 3 square is 9, this is root 18, that is 3 root 2. Now BC, 9 minus 6 square plus 4 minus 7 square. This is 3 square again 9, 4 minus 7 minus 3 square is 9, this is again root 18, that is 3 root 2. Again calculate CD. CD is 6 minus 9 square plus 1 minus 4 square. This is again 9 plus 9. Root 18 equal to 3 root 2. And at last we will calculate AD. AD will be equal to 6 minus 3 square plus 1 minus 4 square. This is again 9 plus 9 root 18, that is 3 root 2. So here we can see that AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. All the 4 sides are equal. So for now this forms a rhombus. Now we have to check whether the diagonals are also equal or not. Find AC. AC will be the diagonal. 9 minus 3 square plus 4 minus 4 square. This is 6 square 36. So the value will be 6 here. This will be 0. BD. BD will be 6 minus 6 square plus 1 minus 7 square. This will be again root 36. Root 36 will be 6. From here AC is equal to BD. Now since all the sides are equal, diagonals are also equal, so therefore ABCD is a square. And in case diagonals were not equal, then we could say that the figure is a rhombus. Rhombus is a figure having 4 equal sides, but here diagonals are also equal, so therefore it will form a square. So who is correct here? Champa or Chameli? So in this, Champa is correct because Chameli disagreed. Champa is correct that ABCD is a square. So this was question number 5. So we will continue this exercise in the next video. Till then, like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much.